Hi everyone, so today I'll be doing the rapid fire wax tag. I was tagged by Terry over at Terry Smell Goods. I don't normally do tags, so hopefully I do okay. You might see some b-roll of my first attempt at trying to chop some scent shots. The scent shots are from Candles by Victoria, which she unfortunately has closed after I believe 26 years. So you're going to see that in the background and you might see some mistakes. Let me know if I should do anything different. But okay, let's go back to the rapid fire wax tag. I'll leave the questions down in the description. And I believe that this was a tag started by, I believe, Martha, Chris, Stephanie, and April potentially, but a lot of people in the wax community have been doing the tag. First question, candles or wax melts? I'll do candles just because I think for candles you can use it as intended and you can chop them up into wax melts. So that's my question. My answer. Next, woodsy or fruity scents? I like fruity. From the people that I've seen that have done this, a lot of people say woodsy. So I think that might just be because I'm not that into wax. So I haven't tried a lot of woodsy blends. Spring, summer, or fall and winter blends. So I'm very picky and I think I would have to say fall or winter, but I have scents that I don't like for each. So for example, I don't like a lot of florals, and for fall and winter, I don't like peppermint and I don't like spice heavy scents, and that's basically all of fall. So if I had to choose, I'd say fall winter, but I feel like that's just because a lot of bakery items or bakery scents come out during that time frame. Okay, I'm trying to hurry up because I did some B-roll and I didn't record too much. Hot plates or Scentsy warmers. So I only have one Scentsy warmer that I got from Emily the Candle Nurse for her 250 subscriber giveaway a few months ago. And I do have some hot plates, and I think I like hot plates a little bit more just because while I like the Scentsy warmer that I have, I can just pop in the plate in the freezer and it comes out very easily, low maintenance. The hot plate, I feel like it gets hotter and it's adjustable. So I like that about it. Maybe if I had more Scentsy warmers, I'd say that. But for right now, hot plates. 5, vendor wax or Scentsy. I've never ordered from Scentsy. I've only tried Scentsy through the wax that Emily sent over. And I think that the Scentsy bars that she sent do work really well and they perform sometimes over 2 days. I think that for vendor wax, there's just more variety. So I'll say vendor wax, but I feel like I've had more longevity with Scentsy, unless I'm just not looking at the correct vendor wax, but I'm still new in my journey. Question number 6, would you prefer to buy multiple smaller size wax or loaves of a scent that you love? So I'm a little bit confused if you mean like multiple smaller size waxes. Does it have to be the same scent or is it more variety? But if we're talking like the same scent, then I would just go whichever is cheapest because I'm like, oh, I have like a wax chopper. I can just chop it up. I don't know if I would want to go in and buy a loaf if it doesn't come in a plastic, like a polypro bag. Because if it just comes in like an aluminum tray or whatever, or a plastic tub, I feel a little bit intimidated because I don't have any bags to put this in. And I feel like it'd start losing its scent. So I would have to say loaves in a scent that you love, but my default would be whatever is cheapest. And if the question is saying like, would you want to have a smaller size wax in different scents or a scent that you love? I'm always down for a scent that's performed well, tried and true. So I would say loaf. Next, we have least favorite scent notes in wax. I don't like coconut, but I think if I had to choose, it'd be suntan or like a sunscreen note. I don't like that, even if you mix it with gourmands, which I like. I don't know. It's a scent that I can't get with. I think maybe like the other common ones that I've heard is like dirt. I think I could maybe see that in an outdoorsy green blend, but sunscreen, heck no. Number 8, most underrated scent blend. So I can't think of anything specifically, but I really like the use of floral notes and gourmands. Think Pink Petal Tea Cake from Bath and Body Works. I really like that. Or even I think Homeworks. They had like a blueberry violet cake or tart or something, and I thought that's a really good, interesting scent combination. So yeah, floral and gourmands. I think that's an underrated scent blend. Number 9, the last scent that you've warmed. Oh gosh, the last scent that I warmed. So it has to be wax. Oh, I think I was testing out Sassy Girl Aromas Blackberry Disneyland. I just changed that out. Oh no, I think I need to change it. So I had that going in my Scentsy warmer and I really need to remove that tray from the freezer. It's been there for a few hours. Really enjoyed it. Number 10, the last scent that you bought. Okay, I don't really remember because I've been doing a lot of SAS shopping, but I think it would have to be from Sassy Girl Aroma. I'm waiting on a few orders, but I think the last one that I added to my cart was Easter Parade because I saw a lot of rave reviews, especially from Charity Rose. So hopefully I like it because I tend not to like grapefruit scents, but it's not currently in my possession. I might get it in maybe a month or so. Okay, number 11. Do you double bag? No, just because I don't have any bags or I haven't purchased any and I don't know if I need it. I have heard some people say that it preserves the scent of the wax that you have, but I'm like, would the first bag be okay? So right now I have especially my indie wax. What is it? Athame and Alchemy. She uses like wax paper, and I have them in metal tins, all jam packed together. So hopefully those scents don't like commingle together and mess with the integrity. But if not, I think I would prefer to go and or I would prefer to reduce the amount of plastic that I use. So I think if anything, I'll just buy metal tins. So no, I don't double bag. That's a very long-winded answer. Okay, number 12. Do you store by vendor or season? So this is going to sound really lazy, but I think I store by vendor unintentionally because what happens is that I order from a vendor or I repurchase something and I keep them in the box that it is shipped in. So I don't have any other organization besides just keeping it in the box that it comes in. So I would say by vendor, but that's unintentional. Season, I'm not a seasonal warmer or melter. I have a tendency though in the summer to not burn candles and I just warm my wax because long story short, my family doesn't like turning on the central AC until it reaches like 78, 80 degrees in the house. And even like a flame for a single wick, I feel like that just adds warmth and heat to my room. And I don't want that. 13, top three favorite scent categories. For sure, gourmand. And I like fruity scents, but I also like sweet scents. I don't know if sweet is a scent category. So like a lot of candy blends, like sugary blends, I really enjoy that. So I would say yeah, those three. Number 14, blend or single note. So I think I do have some single note wax pieces, especially from L3 Waxy Wonders, and maybe some candles by Victoria scent shots. So I think that's good if you want to decide if you like a certain scent. Like I now realize I don't really like pink sugar and it's a little bit light. But I think I'd go for blend just because I feel like that's one of the positives from buying from wax vendors is their ability to know this percentage of this oil and these combinations make a good blend versus me. I'd probably just mess up probably the single notes would smell good if you warm them by themselves and then I go ahead and like mix stuff and it'll end up smelling bad somehow. Just knowing me. I don't have that gift of like putting fragrances together to create like a symphony of aromas in my room. Number 15, strong thrower or soft and subtle? 1000 times yes, strong thrower, because I feel like there's a lot of duds out there and I don't really need soft and subtle just because I warm fragrances or I burn candles for myself in my room and you can't really make something out of nothing if it's a low throwing scent versus a strong thrower. You can, like, for example, decrease the amount of wax that you use. You can put it in a lower wattage wax warmer, for example. But if it's soft and subtle, I don't know, you can't really amp that up. And like candles, for example, people use hurricanes, and there's only so much a hurricane can do. So strong thrower all the way. You can always what do you call it? Work around that. It's harder to make a soft and subtle scent stronger. Number 16, morning or evening melter. I think I start warming my wax around noon onwards, so I would say evening melter out of those two options. In the morning, since I work remotely from home, I feel like a lot of like quick turnaround time items happen in the morning, and I don't really want to be distracted by a scent going on in my room because then again, I love strong fragrances, and sometimes that kind of puts me in a certain mood. So to keep it safe, evening melter. Number 17, name the first three scents that come to mind. Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. I think that's a body care item though. Let's see. Cereal Marshmallow Bar. Oh gosh, this is all going to be Bath and Body Works and Beach Nights. And I think that only came out in body care. So those were the three scents that came to mind. So there's that. It might not be technically correct. Number 18, fresh linen or sweet bakery. Definitely sweet bakery just because I think that's mainly what I buy. 19, what is a heartbreak scent you can no longer get? So this isn't wax melt specific, but it's a candle that I saw and purchased in Big Lots. All of the Big Lots locations near me have closed down. And it was a Yankee candle, an older paraffin candle that now the paraffin's discontinued, but I'm getting sidetracked. It is, I believe, pink, jasmine, and vanilla. I love that fragrance. And I don't know what it is about it. I also want to purchase a pink jasmine plant because that is a thing. And I heard that the scent that the pink jasmine gives off is like a deeper, more seductive than your regular star jasmine or Arabian jasmine or what have you. So yeah, if I could, I would have bought all of the pink jasmine and vanillas that Big Lots had in store, but I don't think it's a scent that has come back or that Candle has brought back. So that is the heartbreak scent. Number 20, do you melt the same scent all over your home or change it up by section? So I only melt my wax in my room, so I think this question doesn't really apply. But if I have to consider also my sister, because she does have a wax warmer and a candle crock in her room, we normally don't have the same scent going on. So I would have to say maybe change it up by section by default, but that seems more like a technicality. Number 21, do you track what you've been warming? I do an empties video, and if I finish the wax piece, then I put it in the bag to then show in the empties video. But as far as an Excel spreadsheet, no, I do not, and that's mainly because I hate Excel. I loathe Excel, the formulas, the tables, the pivot tables, memories. I just never got into Excel. I'm more of a Microsoft Word person, but actually, I'm barely a Microsoft Word person, but maybe if I had the time, or maybe, I don't know, maybe if I was more organized, I'd be into it because for sure my candles from Bath and Body Works, they're out of control. And sometimes I'm like, what do I have? But since I'm not a seasonal melter, I just kind of grab a candle and go for it. Or if I want to like try burning a new candle, then I just do that. And I don't like having half melted candles in my collection. So there's never really a need to, what do you call it? To know which ones are half melted or know how many of one scent that I have because I tend just to buy new scents that I'm interested in, if that makes sense. But no, I do not track what I've been warming. Well, if the empties video counts, then maybe. Number 22, try to dupe or buy the OG. I think this is in terms of wax specifically. So I would say buy the OG unless it's really expensive or let's say the vendor closed down. But if the vendor still has the scent and is still pouring it, then I would just buy it from the OG. Unless something has happened to the wax formula where I feel like the scent doesn't perform from the OG wax company or wax vendor, then I would go to try to dupe it. But I think oftentimes it's that situation where the vendor doesn't really pour the fragrance or the fragrance oil doesn't exist anymore or something like that, or they shut down. Then I would go dupe. But if I could, I'd buy the OG. 23, a scent you didn't expect to love, but now you do. Okay, so in 2023, Bath and Body Works came out with their Happy Hanukkah, and the first time it came out, it was in the scent Jelly Donut. And while I like the scent on cold, I didn't expect to love it as much as I did when I went to go ahead and burn it. And now I kind of regret not getting another backup crate worth of it because they did not bring it back for 2024. They instead did this incense candle and I just did not like it. So hopefully they bring it back, but if not, I might have to look for a dupe or something. So in this situation where Bath and Body Works, I can't get the OG, then I'm gonna have to go for the dupe. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was gonna be a like buy two candles and then I'm done with the fragrance, but no, I think I could burn that candle 24/7 basically. Number 24, seasonal melter or mood based melter. Definitely mood based melter because I don't really have a sense of seasons. I know it gets slightly hotter during the summer and slightly colder during the winter, but in California, there's no real distinct seasons. It's pretty much always hovering around 75 degrees. It does get hotter and it's pretty dry here, but we don't really have a definite winter, at least not in LA, which is where I'm at right now. So I think my sense of seasons is only based on like what the decor is, what if the pumpkin spice latte is out and stuff like that. So maybe if I lived somewhere else, I'd be more of a seasonal melter, but I would definitely say I'm a mood-based melter for sure. And that's for melting my wax and burning my candles. Last question, 25, Scentsy Club or stock up all at once? I don't have a Scentsy club and I have never purchased from Scentsy besides the Scentsy that I got from Emily during her giveaway. So I would say stock up all at once. But if I had a club, let's see, in a parallel universe where I do have Scentsy, I'd probably be overwhelmed with wax. But I would say stock up all at once because I think that's more my motto. If I get something and I really enjoy it, then I get multiples of it. And I think that's more of how my personality works. I feel like I can always like destash it or sell it or something or gift it away. All right, so those are all the questions in the rapid fire wax tag. I was talking a bit quickly because I didn't know if I had enough B-roll to show as I'm answering this. Thank you, Terry, for tagging me, and sorry for the very belated video. I feel a little bit shy tagging people, so if you haven't participated already, take this as a sign to film your own rapid fire wax tag video. Okay, so that is it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you have a great day. Okay, bye.